9Z. We're getting ready to take away our Inferno. Map number 1, the pick of ATK. 9Z in a bit of a bind when it comes down to their map selection. This veto definitely favoring ATK, but 9Z, are they just the better team, is the biggest question. So let's go ahead and kick this one off. Qualification series to Rio. 9Z starting off on the CT side as we begin on Inferno.
Here we go. It's exciting stuff here. Qualification on the line. A lot of pressure on these young players' shoulders here for both camps. And 9Z, they are so hungry to qualify here. I can imagine ATK is the same case. And just going through the history of this team, so many qualifiers this team has gone through where they would just failed at the final hurdle to finish the job, right? And I wonder if that's going to remain true here in Stockholm, or if they're finally able to complete it when it matters the most, to qualify for a major of all things.
Yeah, this team has always talked about how the pressure has gotten to them. The quarterfinal finish at Philadelphia 17, as well as second place finishes in all these ESL Challenger qualifiers that 9Z have all been to. Keep in mind, 9Z is the more internationally experienced team between these two squads, despite being so much younger. So ATK looking to finally jump that hurdle and get themselves into a major. Starts here on Inferno. Buda taking first contact. He's on his own. He just needs help from his teammates. Good flash tossed in, but Fady's going to continue on the entry. Buda will open up the series, though. Looking to dance between the boxes and does a great job finding two, but Swisher will clean up. Trying to get that bomb planted as Modem feeling pressure towards the back of the site, but should be able to get this one down.
They have a very long flank as well here. Missed him. He's going to try and activate on this flank, and it just has to buy enough time for this to take place. All three players turning their attentions towards the site.
Oh, and he can catch the lining up utility. No, it's not clean, though. It's not clean for Mistem. He couldn't get it across the line. It's looking to fall to tatters here for ATK unless Modem has a magical moment, and that's a 1v2 now. He has an isolated fight on the DGT, wrapping the side as NQZ runs out of ammo, and that's the round. Modem looking good for it, but imagine if Mistem could have gotten his end of the bargain.
That's just it right there, right? That's the game plan for ATK. They allow Mistem to get this late flank in, hoping that he can do some damage there, create some chaos as soon as they were looking to pull the pin on that retake, and it was so very close to happening. But the shots being whiffed here got him on the jump throw, unfortunately for Mistem. And that throws his aim just enough off. Modem obviously putting in a heroic effort from the new box, but not going to get the job done. And 9Z close out a big pistol.
They're going to force buy back into this one, though, for ATK. Problem is, 9Z have brought in 3 rifles to this one. Even David opting for a lack of head armor, which could get punished by a MAC 10 or 2. ATK is still going to stay threatening in this one for darn sure. That's a painful way to lose that half by, though. Or that, excuse me, that pistol round.
Oh, yeah. That's not what you wanted here. Again, starting off the series with a little bit of nerves there is Mistem, the IGL there of ATK. But they're looking to shake that off quickly with a force buy, like we had mentioned. And Fady, he's on the entry, looking to claim some bracket control. Just trying to keep some attention on this A site. Doesn't want to allow 9Z to bring that third cheat rotator over towards B.
This could actually work out. They have a full util set ready to go. They haven't needed to use anything to take top banana, so Max will drop his smoke, but they're just going to jump right on through that. They don't care. Buda, though, at the same time, finds one right through. He's going to leap on through, find the double kill. Almost makes it 3 on that before Swisher can say anything on the play. Max right underneath the smoke. And Swisher's going to press the issue. Max runs out of ammo. Swisher gets his double kill, and even Bowden picks up an M4. Possibilities abound. But Swisher forced out of position. It's Bowden at the back of the site with 18 points of health, and he will get wrapped up by David. That is the quick 2-0 start, looking to be 3 now for 9Z.
Caught on some unfortunate timing right there on a couple of those occasions, right? But ATK going for that fast execute, it shows some promise. Buda's putting up a great effort, though. One player we didn't really get to mention too much on 9Z, right? As the Academy move up here, he has shown that the pressure is certainly there, but he's been influential in some of the comebacks that they've been able to gather. His return in form in this matchup of all things could be what allows him to qualify. And so far, on those anchor positions, he's already delivered a couple of big multi-kills.
Yeah, even starting off with that pistol round and following it up into the second. 4 kills for him early on in this game. Strong start. Push down banana here for 9Z. Bowden getting caught through the smoke, and he'll leave a present for his teammates as well. It's not going to be a fun time here for ATK, I'll tell you that. Swisher trying to make do with the deke, and
man.
he will be able to strike, but David picks his timing well, and Vady will actually find this kill. That's actually an open A site, believe it or not, and Vady has just called it clear. This round can still get weird.
Got a moto smoke as well here to be tossed in. That's a lovely shot from Buda. Numbers punched in from Swisher here, and now it's all about doing some damage on your way out of this one.
Yeah, it's going to need some insane headshots, but Buda pushes the issue, pushes the smoke, and it'll be 3-0 for 9Z. I mean, 2 kills in a bomb plant, though. Not unhappy with that one. 3-0 for 9Z either way.
Yeah, you got to take what you can get on buys like those. Nice effort, but quickly handled by the likes of 9Z and by the likes of Buda. Another big multi-kill. That's 3 for him so far in 3 rounds. So, again, this resurgence of form we highlighted in QZ might need to show up a little bit bigger than his matchup versus EG. But maybe Buda's just looking to fill the holes here. Starting off, though, 9Z stacking over 4 players towards that B side.
Yeah, they love just pressing the issue on banana control, but ATK seem like they have the read. They're going for the fast arch play, and there is no one, I say no one, who could stop this except for David, and he's out in the middle of the open. Instant trade for Swisher, and it'll be a very big surprise for ATK when they call this site completely clear with just a single kill.
I don't know if it's a surprise. I think they run into that round, man. That's gotta be some research being done from ATK right there. There's no way you're able to get away with a round like this. Now the retake's in order, and Bowden's going to go down quickly, calling in a little bit of a flank. A 3-on-4 post plant. This is very retakeable.
They have boatloads of utility as well for 9Z. I mean, the time is ticking is the biggest problem. And that molly might just seal away this round. The lane players cannot get activated. But if Fady goes down, then there could be problems. He makes his way out towards mini pit. He's blinded up, but a great shot from Swisher. Stopping them here. Time has run just too low. And they're at risk of giving up all their guns instead. NQZ trying to fall back. He should be able to escape the scene. And never mind. Everyone will go down. Inferno bomb radius, baby!
QZ. The update gets the better of him, and it gets the better of many players here as well. At least, you know, silver linings for 9Z is that everyone on the T side does go down as well. So, sure, there's some economic damage to boot, but not enough to keep Bowden off the op here. That's been tossed over from Swisher into his hands. We'll see if he can get off to a good start. Right now, Swisher, though, he's getting a little bit deadly. That's a great opening round from him to kick things off. It's going to be scary if he can keep finding entries like he has been. I love this play from 9Z, though.
Oh, down towards bottom of middle. It's 4 consecutive kills! Uncontested! Swisher's just wondering where his teammates went. Back in towards the apartment. 9Z in their face. And this is a done and dusted round almost.
Look out the window. Right there after that last round, right? They just look to just get in their face, get personal. And that's exactly what they do here, Swisher. With a minute left, I mean, you just kind of want to do some damage here, surely. Maybe hold on to that AK. But that's going to be a double op retrieved. A lot of AKs to be picked up as well, potentially, if they're able to find them. Here, swing comes in from Max. He does go down. Swisher still looking hot, but they're just going to keep chasing him in. And he will find him. DGT with a quick trade.
That is a hell of a round there from 9Z. They get 2 players down towards the bottom of middle. They get stuck out towards banana as well. Never mind just a complete full-on aggression for that round. They had 3 players pushing middle, 2 players pushing top banana. Crunch. ATK in the crossfire. And Eagles are what's going to have to be followed up. This is a great start for 9Z. This is a breath of fresh air for them.
Yeah, again, it's good to see 9Z actually start with the upper hand rather than have to come back into a map or series. So, if they can keep this up, they'll be in good position, especially to pluck off the map pick. We got Dust 2 in the cards here, and that's more even territory.
Will say, though, that it is still early days. Oh, but a blinder for sure hit by David. NQZ will have his chance out middle. Oh, but a shot missed is looking a bit wonky. Modem gets another deke shot. He's looking like he wants to go for the pre-aim swing. And NQZ's not going to let that happen. 1v4 here for Bowden. But yeah, just a systematic round here from 9Z.
No doubt. Oh! There you go. Bowden on the board right there with that kill. Going to be of high value.
One more kill. One more kill is what he needs to make this round really hurt. And Max is low.
There's a bit of a flank here. If he can silently drop off on those hay bales, he can maybe pull something off. Magical. Oh, there's no one looking. He does get the silent drop. Oh my god, he's going to have the flank on two. Max turns around in time here. And NQZ able to trade out. But oh man, it was a bit scary.
That's a costly round, though, at the end of the day. DGT can't really rebuy. He'll have to take a drop from Buda. This could be a very impactful gun round all of a sudden for ATK.
It's definitely going to be all important here to try and shut down a little bit of that 9Z momentum. Currently, they're kind of feeding in QZ at the moment, and the guy is certainly capitalizing. The two players that we highlighted heading into the series, you know, in QZ with a slight underperformance in the qualification match yesterday, is now showing up here so far in this match. And then David, obviously top of the charts here, or at least tied for it for 9Z. It's good signs. This is kind of a winning formula for them heading into this. Right now, it's Swisher, though, on the other hand, that's looking to put a stop to some of the momentum.
So what's the move here? Again, 9Z potentially looking to barrel down Banana once more. 9Z just love brawling towards Banana. Here comes the flurry of grenades. Molly even in towards the logs, forcing everyone back. ATK want no part of that right here.
Fair enough, they're going to go back towards an A-side play. David's at a very off angle, and this is tricky to deal with.
They have one flashbang, though. Has to look away. Looks like, oh, they have nades in their hands, but he can't turn it into a kill. DGT will make good onto Fady, however, jumping out of the apartments. DGT, oh my gosh, so many low HP players. NQZ even opening up on the site. That's a triple kill for DGT. Bowden trying to find this kill. Buda, though. Max runs into smoke, in fact. Bowden has turned this into a winnable situation. He repositions back in towards lane. 20 seconds remaining on the clock, and there is an open avenue towards the B site. Bowden could find this, or he could fight for the kill.
Oh my god.
6 bullets in the mag, though. 6 bullets in the mag is the biggest problem. Buda turns around at the perfect time, though, to watch out for Bowden. And 9Z survive.
Oh, Bowden's almost finding a couple of gaps there, but Buda, great awareness. They start to clear out that lane side off the back of Buda's flashbang. Amazing hold from DGT as well, lighting up the server. Not allowing for that A execute to get too far forward there is 9Z. Holding steady. Quick rotations as well, man. You gotta give them so much credit. They are working this map to a T. And ATK could dig themselves into a bit of a hole at the moment if they're not able to start converting rounds here and now.
Shuffling themselves up top. Banana. INC have played their trade game excellently here on Inferno. Now going for this repeat towards top Banana. It's working out wonderfully, but Bowden could provide some problems. No, DGT is also there to back them up. The Uruguayan duo dealing most of the damage, and Fady can't hit the deagle headshots he was hitting against MIBR. 9Z are up to 7.
Yeah, quick and comfortable scoreline right now for them, that's for sure. ATK gonna get the weapons out once again. And we'll see if that nets them any sort of success at the moment. They are hanging on by a thread. Missed him yet to really lift off in this map so far. We could see, I mean, he got off to a very shaky pistol round, right?
Yep.
That's how he kicked off this map, and maybe some frustration in that sense kicking in as well, knowing what he could have done for the team.
We will always talk about ATK's issues with pressures. This is the worst time for it to rear its ugly head. That's the nade damage now towards the bottom of Banana. I mean, these Banana players are basically hanging on by a thread. Modem down to 15, and he's still trying to enter in, and he'll still find a headshot. He gets his kill and gets away. Bottom.
It's a beautiful opener right there, and the flash being well placed. HE doesn't kill any of the remaining ATK members, but the good news is for 9Z, they've stacked over the right bomb site here. There's 3 players still standing, and a lot of low HP bars for them to chew on through.
Oh, he heard that flash. He should have heard it tag up Max.
Quickly calling that out. They're going to walk back in towards this B side.
Oh, Buda up top, though. The off angle. That's the high HP boat, and this becomes problematic as Buda has doubled up and he's stalling out for so much time. Is he gonna survive? He will not. Modem's gonna no-scope him. He's down to 4 points of health, though, and again, QZ's gonna collateral them, and that's the end of the round. 9Z rolling.
That is absolutely stunning right there. QZ moving up through CT. A great delay being offered up, though, from Buda. Again, man, this time it's not a multi-kill, but what he does... Oh, no, he does grab 2. But what he does as well is just buy so much time for 9Z to rotate in, and that round just doesn't get any easier. It was kind of a scrambled rotation in from ATK to try and make it in towards that B side, but they just get caught walking into a trap.
Oh, boy. And... this is starting to get tough. This is far from the confident ATK we were seeing yesterday against MIBR. This is them with playing with the major on their shoulders. The first time any of these players would make it to a major is within this own series. They're down 8-1. And it's going to have to bend the knee to a half bye. We know how deadly ATK CT sides are, just generally. So, I mean, there's still a hope in that, but they need to get some buffer rounds. They need to get some breathing space at a minimum.
That's no doubt the key here. Right now, they're not dealing with any roadway at the moment. To try and get into this, Modem's just going to eat another 70 damage off the HEs, and well, he's still able to find a couple of openers on low margins here. It's just tough to constantly be standing at around 40. The utility that 9Z has been able to throw at ATK has been pristine here. Buda has not been a player you've wanted to walk into towards this B side. He has been locking things down. A great performance from the young gun here on 9Z.
So mulling it back towards middle. Some smoke thinking of drawing some utility out from NQZ, but he will actually hold on to his maul. He'll let him have it. At the same time, they're going to glide back towards the B site.
3 players here, of course, though. They're well prepared.
Ooh, and DGT ready to swing this on a moment's notice. Smoke's about to fade. And he's going to start the spam up. It's great frag from Modem, but there's a 3-stack lying in wait. Man, that's going to cost ATK. That's going to make it 9-1, and 9Z are starting to move with quite some speed. They're cruising right now, and ATK need to do something to upset that.
Yeah, a couple of timeouts have been called out. Hasn't really netted them too much success here. You can see the energy's still high in the 9Z camp as well, right? They're not falling flat. They're making sure keep the comms up. And so far, it's netted them a winning formula. We'll see a little bit of aggression come through towards the B side once again, though, as they have a 3-man lean. And they look to test the waters here. Max is getting stuck in. Missed him. And Modem close behind. But you know the utility damage has been so solid.
Oh, there we go. That's an entry that ATK desperately needed in this game, but the flashback in, and Max has gotten the double kill to add insult to injury. Trades there from Swisher. It's a 1v1 on the site with him against NQZ. He's going to run through towards the arch side, however. Keep layering on the pressure. Could bait the peek back in from NQZ. How patient will Swisher be? We'll back away instead, and ATK have made the right read in this 2v3, however.
Just cleared up brackets here. Now it's just a game of timing as to whether or not 9Z are able to rotate back towards that B side in time, or whether ATK are going to beat him to the punch, but ATK being very cautious about things here. Molly gets tossed in here, just enough time being bought. You can see that smoke follows suit, a gap in it, so they're going to look to play off that.
Well, at the same time, if they take too much time, they've messed up one of their mollies. DGT is creeping around the site. Swisher, his head should have been spotted now, but he pops up, and DGT has gotten both kills. There's a chance there for ATK, but 9Z dash it at every turn.
Yeah, that was one of the closer rounds that ATK were able to have right there. 2-on-3 has been the best case scenario in quite some time. But they just get collapsed upon right there. Great response coming through from the combination of Max and DGT as well. The setup and the collapse was certainly there. And 3 of 4 timeouts used here from ATK. They gotta figure out some solutions here. Spray's trying to get his communication across here.
Things getting very quiet at the ATK camp. Down 10-1. On their map selection. They're a great CT side team, but I will not lie, but it has to turn around now. Who's gonna do it?
That's a question here, and again, you take a look at some of the players that were able to step up yesterday. Fady's still stuck on 2 kills here. Fortunately for him, and missed him holding on to still 0. So they got to get activated here, and they're not going to expect this sort of aggression.
They do. Fady taking his time with it, a jiggle peek. Now DGT will actually get traded out. NQZ sticking around for the fight, and he gets away. Man advantage rolling here for 9Z, and David wants to further that. Keeps on pushing in towards the bedroom, and still finding plenty of information without the kill.
Re-aggression coming through Banana as well here. They're claiming so much real estate, 9Z. Now they have to utilize it, holding their nerve. And it just all comes down to a game of timing here. How patient are ATK? They're going to claw their way up slowly but surely. Whoa. That's a beautiful shot hit from Mr. That's his first on the board.
Big kill there for Mistim. Does he want to keep it going, though? Max drops a molly, and he will actually escape the scene towards top banana. Plenty of time for ATK to be able to work this map, and this would be a half-by victory for them. This would be so impactful.
Yeah, they need a round like this to try and get some momentum here in the T side. They're going to walk their way back in towards this A side here. Max seems to have a great read of the situation, though. He's going to step his way on up. Smoke for Arches and Moto, but he's going to beat it to the punch.
Oh, David's also inside the site. It's a nasty 2-for-1. Max gets this initial. David, does he get spotted? He does, and he actually will go down. Missed him on the triple kill. He started this round on 0 kills. He has to end it on 4. It's a 1v1 between him and NQZ.
And QZ knows he's low, though, here. He's picked up the rifle, and he's just going to sit inside of Graveyard. But there's so much time, and a Molotov as well to throw in from NQZ. He doesn't want to give up his position just yet, though.
But the bomb planted. NQZ might think he went arch. NQZ might suspect the worst here. And he makes noise. Mistim has this round in the palm of his hands from 0 to 4. That's not 0 to 100, perhaps, there for Mistim, but that will get the job done. It's a second round on the deck for ATK.
Certainly 0 to hero, though, for sure. Mistim needed that clutch right there. He needed to step up for his team. We saw in that pistol round, the nerves were instantly getting to him right there. But now he's finally able to step up and for his first 4 kills to net ATK their second round. Well, that's got to shake off the rust.
Definitely, from what the little whiff we saw at the start of the pistol, that's definitely the way to pick yourself back up with the clutch. You know, in the half-by round as well. Sure, they had AKs, but all of them are half-armorless. They were working with Tech 9s. Perhaps a bit of gusto now for ATK. Some signs of life.
Oftentimes said, but it can't just be a flash in a pan round, though. If they want to have any success, they got to get themselves up to that 4 or 5 mark for sure. And they're walking into NQC's up, and he hasn't been doing too much missing as of late. Waiting patiently in the position he repeats time and time again, but this time flashed and smoked off, so his position quickly nullified.
9Z not going to give them a lot of the early fights like they were early in this game. Instead, they're going to prep themselves for the execute. This will be this A-side wrap. At least they're trying to attempt. Swisher gets past the angle. NQZ. He sees a gap, but Swisher's already past it. Swisher knows he's hit a timing here. And he's inside spawn. He's behind NQZ right now. Swisher's a man on a mission. But NQZ can still peek this arch side, and he'll find Mistum. Back turn. Swisher has his kill dead to rights, though. He could have 2 on his plate. Not the tap on a Buda, but still the kill on NQZ. But it might not matter. It's all down to the David inside the pit, and he picks up another one. There was a massive opportunity for Swisher, but it might have gone to waste. Modem here in this 1v2. He needs to pick up the bomb and get it planted, and he's also getting flanked from lane. It's 11-2 for 9Z. A bit of fortune goes their way.
Oh, a couple of disasters taking place right there. Swisher has to be a bit frustrated with that one. Unfortunate little miss here. Look at this. Usually, I mean, this is textbook for Swisher on a normal day, right? That's a shot he never misses, especially when he's in decent form right now. He's got 90 ADR, right? He's doing a lot of heavy lifting right now for ATK, but again, in some of these positions where you think ATK are going to do nothing but thrive, the pressure is getting to them.
It's rough. It's rough. They push up towards middle. DGT underneath the porch position. He's just going to line up a quick triple kill. That's that. That's this round. Missed him. He's going to go down to NQZ. 9Z clean house. They're up 12-2 right now, Cole.
Yeah, that round has to feel so good for them as well. Just swiftly handling it. Making it look easy there. As the round counts continue to rise as well here. Potential for 2-13 scoreline here. I mean, 9Z have been in the position where they've been on the back foot down 2-13. Maybe ATK know that, but I don't know if they'll be able to use any of that to their advantage here. This is a lights-out clinical defense offered up from 9Z, and they're in scary form.
Trying to bring what worked again at their first gun round, but this time around there's a stack towards the arch side. This time around 9Z put up a solid hole. David now even doubles up, and it's all of a sudden Bowden trying to complete a 1v5. And NQZ flashed up, admittedly, and Bowden, if he wants to make something happen, some magic, now's the time. He even gets his weapon of choice. He gets his AWP. Creeping back around towards middle, though, and he's not being given any targets. Minute on the clock, and 9Z facing this one together. He's about to get flanked from lane. About to be a dead man is Bowden. About to be 13-2. 9Z looking on top of the world right now. They're looking so good. They want that major now. Halftime signals some dread here for ATK. They're down 13-2 on their map selection, and it's Dust 2 up next. They've always struggled with the pressure here, Cole, and it might be getting into them here. See if they can bounce back a bit on Inferno.
Yeah, again, this is your best path to qualifying for the major. Otherwise, if you drop this, you're going to be having to fight through a gauntlet. So getting the job done here and now is so important. They're past the HE. Buda, he's just going to chase things down here. Gets away from the double dualies. He's going to just have to run away. Quick information spot out coming through from Buda, and somehow he's able to get away with his life.
Swisher's dual Berettas swaying them the other way, however. They're looking to pop out on towards this A site. 4 players in proximity to this. ATK might have the read, but Bowden doesn't quite have the shots, and now he could get overrun in just a moment as both Mistum and Bowden drop. Modem's only good for 1, and Fady is late to the scene. He's already fast up lane, admittedly, but David is completely ready for it, and it's 9Z with the pistol round that could just seal away Inferno.
Yeah, you can tap the guns all you want there. It looks fancy here, but what doesn't look fancy is a scoreline. 9-0 on an absolute revenge tour right now. And there's no way Swisher can get back into this one. With a pistol loss as well, I feel like you got to set your sights to Dust 2 at this point. This deficit's so steep. Especially given that the disadvantages to come, right? Swisher's going to have this save, but other than that, they don't have much.
I talk about the pressure all the time here for ATK, but you also have to admit that 9Z have been playing an excellent game. They haven't made any mistakes at all. If they have made mistakes, they haven't been punished. And they have been just rock solid everywhere they've gone. ATK haven't gotten any freebies in this game. That is 100%.
Yeah, the CT sides just look so much better, don't they? I mean, again, yesterday versus EG, it was a bit of a problem. Their CT sides were lacking. They were a bit desperate right there, even on Dust 2, where they had a great T side. It was like a 3-12 pass. They didn't do too well on the defense, but there you go. Modem looking to turn the tides. What was that, though? Catches him on the jump. It catches Modem quickly after. Absolutely disgusting. Buda, he's been an instrumental factor to those great defenses, and now he's switching sides and he's turning up just the same.
That's a stinger right there. From Buda. Seemed like they got an opening kill. At worst, a 1-for-1. Now it's Swisher's Deeg. Back in NA, this one's an AK-47. But in this situation, it hasn't delivered much.
They look at past the smoke, so I guess that's a silver lining. But the patience is going to pay off here for 9Z. All they have to do is wait this smoke down, take no risks, and they have one more smoke from CT spawn here. Volley thrown out as well from Swisher. But again, there's so much time left on the clock for 9Z to work with.
Yeah, he's just going to hope to dodge flash. Potentially. He goes through. But they've already scaled up. He spent so much time just staring at the wall. And that's going to signal the end of the round and potentially the end of the game here, Cole, because it's 15-2 and ATK. They're coming up with Deagles and MP9s to save this Inferno.
Yeah, tough scenes right there for sure. ATK get off to a good start. Man, Buda's playing an incredible game. He was also, you know, on the anchor positions, a bit of a problem there in some sites. Sure. On the B side specifically, he struggled a little bit on Dust. But he has just constantly delivered multi-kills here. He's completely turned a new leaf. Again, you know, you kind of expect pressure to get to this young guy. An academy move up for 9Z. He's stepping into this team looking to qualify for a major, man. How could the pressure not get to you? But again, when it matters the most, this guy is delivering.
David still definitely keeping form up as well. NKZ is... honestly, I hadn't taken an incredible game out of him. All things said, it's just been pretty systematic kills with the multi-killing from DGT. And David on that A site in particular was monumental throughout that half.
Oh, yeah.
Last time out East here for ATK.
The kill distribution between the top and the bottom here of
oh, yeah.
Of 9Z is pretty close, tight and hit. That's so promising. That's also scary, right? Because this is usually kind of a team that every last piece is promising. And that's what we're getting out of them right now. You know, the IGL, a couple kills delay, but everyone else is between 16 and 17.
So, potentially the final round of this map as 9Z are looking to stamp in a statement win. It's not them hitting crazy banger shots. This is them just playing a great game of tactical-minded CS. Great positioning, great crossfires throughout that CT side. And picking up the pistol was just a cherry on top.
Yeah, they did just come into this matchup probably feeling, you know, the confidence that they've got that structure to them. That's going to work out quite nicely, and that's exactly what we're getting out of them. It's pure structured CS. Crossfires have been assembled all throughout the way, and now they're just going to throw a little bit of a B execute into the ranks here, but it definitely gets the utility out of Swisher. They throw one coffin smoke, you know, a molly to follow suit, and it baits out the last bit of utility that they have towards this B side. Now, they are walking into the stack, though, towards A. This reroute could come calling.
Yeah, only now they're gonna flash up towards top middle, but only one kill here from Fady. Bring out a lot of presence, and then Davids picks his time to strike perfectly, but Bowden beams one. And Modem, does he sense the timing? He hears these footsteps jumping up into the apartments. He's not gonna chomp down on the bait just yet. Doesn't matter, as DGT will find the kill. Bowden Masters made his way in towards Pit. And he will be able to get the headshot on the Max. He has to anchor this one up. As Swisher, though, he falls. That's the B site. That's the round blown wide open. As now 20 seconds on the clock. They have time to plant the bomb, and Bowden has to clutch.
Oh, man, that Mully's just going to buy even more time on the inbound up banana. Well, 7 seconds left. They'll get the numbers punched in, and he has to figure out a way past this final crossfire, potentially.
He has a kit. But soon, 9Z, when they see nothing in CT spawn, give or take 10 seconds, they're going to know he's Banana. And they're already looking towards Banana. They already have him dead to rights from spawn. It almost seems Buda trying to play the contact. He actually has snuck past the DGT here. But yeah, you can see that the jig is up. 9Z, 16-2. This is a terrifying looking team, and they're one map away from Rio.
Yeah, now we're heading into Dust 2 as well, right? And we know that ATK quite strong on this map, but 9Z are flawless on it as of recent, so it is absolutely terrifying what's to come.
This is gonna have to take it to a break. Dust 2 up next. One map away for 9Z, but ATK, they're looking to bounce back.